Yeah, I mean, you know, that's really tough. And I hadn't had to deal with that on the show until now. But yeah, that's definitely crossing the line for sure.
Now, I know you have a 30-year-old just like me and or in his 30s and then also teenagers. So what's that like? You know, what's challenging about being a mom to a 30-year-old and also teenagers?
I feel like I'm raising kids in two different generations, right? I mean, Oliver definitely is doing his own thing, but you never stop being a mom. Like, he calls me for advice. We FaceTime, obviously, because of my grandson. I want to see him as much as possible. And my 14-year-olds are, you know, they're 14. It can be challenging, but for the most part, they're good boys. Really what it is just keeping them entertained and busy and not getting into trouble.
I mean, what is it like being a grandmother now? Like, are you hoping for more babies?
I absolutely love it. It's my favorite thing. And now when I FaceTime him, he actually says, "Hi, Grandma," and he understands. It's really cool. I mean, yeah, I would love to be, you know, have more grandchildren, but in time. I think Oliver's, you know, having really a great time right now with work and everything that he's doing. And so it's a good time, but I'm savoring every moment with OJ.
Is there one stage of motherhood you wish you could do again?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I wish it's going by so fast. I really wish if I could. The perfect age I thought was when my kids were like 6 or 7. You know, they really loved you. They cared and they paid attention. But, you know, it's all good. It's just going too fast for me. I want to slow it down a little bit.
And you said the boys are into, you said volleyball, so they're doing a lot of sports?
A lot of sports. Yeah, we're doing a lot of, like, they're in the club games now. So we were in Vegas Memorial Weekend, 4th of July. I mean, they're traveling everywhere between Jackson's volleyball and Jade's basketball. It's a lot of work.
Wow, I remember those days. And now tell me about when it comes to like protecting your kids from obviously like online, what they read online. And obviously Jax was in the news a lot recently. So how do you kind of like protect them from all that?
You know, I don't think you can protect them completely. You know, otherwise they'd live in a bubble, and I don't think that's healthy and normal. They have a really good sense of who they are. And although I totally understand why everybody was surrounding Jax with a lot of love and support, he also kind of got it, and it's unfortunate that had to happen. But he's good. He's good. Right. We're keeping, you know, a lot of the stuff away, but he knows what's going on. He's gotten a lot of DMs with people saying, you know, justice for Jax, which is
yeah.
But, you know, he knows who he is, but they're not on social media a lot, so they're able to stay away from some of the things.
Right. I was going to ask like how he's doing, because I know it's different from when it happened and then when the whole world sees it, especially months later. It's like it really hits you, I guess.
Yeah, no, that's one of the things with the show. You shoot the show, and then of course when it comes out, like you said, and the world weighs in, it takes on a different turn. But right after that aired, Jax had a concussion from volleyball, so we weren't really focused on that stuff. We were focused on making sure that he was okay, and he's doing great.
Oh my gosh. So is he like, so what happened? He got hit in the head and then...
He got hit in the head twice back to back.
Oh my God.
Yeah, at his tournament. So it was one of those scary moments, but he's good, thank God. And I didn't think volleyball was that, like, I didn't think you'd get a concussion from volleyball, honestly.
Oh my God. So it's like worst week of his life, pretty much.
Yeah, a lot happened in 1 week, let's just say that.
Yeah, okay. I'm glad he's doing better now.
He's resilient, he's good.
Now, when anyone, like, not even related to the show, but when anyone brings anything up about your kids, does that just like cross the line for you?
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's really tough, and I hadn't had to deal with that on the show until now. But yeah, that's definitely crossing the line for sure, no doubt.
Do you like regret letting your kids be on the show or like being part of some of those scenes?
No, because, you know, one of the reasons why I signed on to the show is because it's not about the kids, it's about the women. And of course, if you're going to be in my home, you're going to see my kids. But I'm the type of mom that if I'm celebrating my birthday, my kids are with me. That's a no-brainer.
Right.
And I've never had to have a situation that occurred So if I'm celebrating my birthday, my children are with me, and I don't think anything crazy is going to happen.
So basically going forward, are you going to like still let them film with you? Like, I'm sure like.
They will film with me. I don't know about anybody else, but they'll film with me for sure.
Okay. Now watching back, what has kind of been the hardest part this season?
My birthday party.
Mm-hmm.
That was the hardest thing. It's one thing to hear what someone said. It's another thing to actually see the scene. Mm-hmm. And it hurt, and it was vicious.
Mm-hmm. So how it played out, was it like different than what you were thinking?
For sure.
Yeah. Okay, I see. And what about like, is that also the most challenging part of this season, that scene?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, you forget, we shot so much, you don't know what they're using, what they're not using, but that definitely was a tough one for me.
Would you want to go back on the show for another season?
That's up to Bravo.
Mm-hmm.
That's up to Bravo.